Well, good morning, crew, and welcome to Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And today is going to be another chat day, sort of, I guess, but it's going to be over at my son's place. So I'm going to do a quick weather thing here, and then I'll be on my way, and it'll only be a second or so for you, and then we'll be at my son's place, but it'll be a while before I get there. All right, I'm going to get you turned around here, and we'll get things underway. All right, so here we are. We are at 15 degrees Celsius this morning and 59 degrees Fahrenheit. And we have north-northwest winds at 21 miles an hour. And that would be 34 kilometers an hour. So it's kind of cool out this morning. Just depends on what I'm getting myself into today as to whether I put a coat on or not. It's supposed to be sun and cloud, 19 today, 21 and sunny tomorrow, 24 and sunny on Saturday, and September 1st. Holy cats, this months go by so fast. Rain, chance of 30% chance on Sunday, rain, and 60 on Monday, so 23 and 19 degrees. Tuesday and Wednesday don't look too bad, but cooler temperatures of 17 and 19. Anyway, fall weather is upon us, that is for sure. We might get a few more hot days, but it's going to be few and far between, I think. And I don't have the door open today, see, that's how cold it is. But these nice clean windows, like was mentioned by one of my favorite channels, these nice clean windows let us see outside. So still kind of dark clouds and stuff. It kind of looks like it's gonna break apart and be sometimes sunny and sometimes not, I guess. So anyway, I'll get back to you. We'll have a little chat over at my son's place. So here we are over by my son's place here, and I guess it's probably an hour later for me and about a second for you. Anyway, today's topic on the chat is things to do, and we've all got things to do, and we all have different variety of things to do, and one thing that I got to do is because I was having fun last weekend at the Dundas Plough match, I didn't get any grass cut here on my land. Look at that. All the grass has to be cut. And then I do more over by the red house over there too. Anyway, so we're just going to have a quick look at something here I just noticed here a minute ago that I've never seen before. If I can find it again. Oh yeah, there he is. I've never seen a white caterpillar. He seems to be chewing on the spruce tree. Anyway, anybody has any idea what kind of a thing that is, let me know. Alright, so I'm going to go back to over by the wood pile, and while I'm going we'll have a chat. So the things to do, so I don't know about you guys, but there's always things to do, and so how do you figure out what to do? Well, there's the have to do's and the must do's and the should do's and the I better do that do's, and all them kind of things. So how do you figure out what one to do? One has to prioritize, I guess. So look at all the grass in here, all needs to be cut. And another thing to do is weed whacking. Weed whacking needs to be done. So the things to do kind of depends on what kind of weather it is, what kind of mood you're in. And some things are hard to do, and some things are easy to do, and some things you like to do, some things are fun to do. So there's a lot of variables in how do you figure out what to do. Well, that grass has to be cut. This in here, my son did the grass last week, but it's looking like it needs to be cut again too. So anyway, that's the way it is. Well, there's some wood split there that should be done. And then we get up here. This stuff up here is kind of in the top of the list, the must do and have to do and has to be done do list. This has to be split. I did a little bit the other day. And this has to be split. All that has to be split. And all that has to be split. And then you end up with a flat tire. The strange thing about that, you can fill that up with air and it'll stay up for 3 or 4 weeks, and then all of a sudden flat. Anyway, once that gets running, then this has to be put away because we don't need that anymore. And have to lube up the blade so it doesn't rust. What else is there to do? Well, all this mess on the ground has to be cleaned up. Where all the wood was that my son did there last weekend. Oh, that's great to have that done. I don't know how he did that, 3 hours. That'll take me 2 or 3 weeks. Anyway, all that has to be cleaned up and put away. My little foolish stand that I made has to go somewhere. All this junk that's been here for years has to be going. He's wanting to do that for a long time. So, and then that, as he calls it, a Chinese warthog, whatever it is, I don't know, Chinese something. Anyway, that is hard stuff to get rid of. So anyway, that's the do. That's just a little bit of it. So where do you start? How do you figure out what to do first? All those variables. The like ones and the fun ones and the ones you don't like to do and the ones that you have to do soon and stuff that you have to get done. How do you figure that out? Oh yes, and I got to put the plow on the tractor away. And the discs that were on Kablooey, you have to put those away. And there's a concrete block in the back of the trailer that goes on the discs. I have to put that on the discs again. And it's just never-ending things to do. And where do you start? So it's still kind of cool and windy. The clouds are breaking up a little bit, so we're getting a little bit of sun every now and again. So I guess one thing for me to do is to stop gabbing and yapping and rambling on this and just get to do something. So I think I've figured out that it's going to be grass cutting. That's what I'm going to do. And if I do it today, then it should be good until next weekend, because the grass is going to slow down some. Alright, we're going to cut you off at that and leave you with looking at the wood piles. There's the rest of the Fiona wood. And there's what we got to get split. Have a great day. Anybody that's got a free minute, come along and help me get all these things done. Alright, goodbye now. So here we are 3 hours later, and I'm going to finish up the chat here. And what have I done today? Well, all I did was cut grass over on my side of the land here, and then down around my sister-in-law's in that red house down there. Then I did some weed whacking. Probably a half an hour of that. Anyway, if you were going to do all the weed whacking around everything at this place, it would take you 3 hours. At least. So, some gets done every now and again, and it never all gets done all at once, that's for sure. So, I'm just kind of sitting here thinking again, more stuff to do. That pile of Fiona wood has got to get into my son's wood bin. As far as I can tell, but I don't know if he wants it or not. But that's got to go somewhere, because those two piles and that pile of softwood has got to go somewhere. So, more stuff to do. Can't put that in there with that there. So, so that has to be done first, right? Oh dear. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I guess over time. I've got until the end of October. That's the end of reasonable weather. Once November 1st comes, that's it. No more being outside for me doing this stuff. So we're going to cut her off there. And, oh, I did get an oil thing here, so I can oil up this here while I'm working. I've never done that before, so I don't know if it's a good thing to be doing or not. So we'll see how that works. And might keep some of the squeaking out of it. So no cruise ships in today. And tomorrow I'll be back here. And tomorrow I don't have to cut grass, so I'll have to find something else to do. And I'm kind of thinking I should probably mention to son to put air in that tire, because the tire's going to get room sitting like that. And if he figures it's going to go flat, well then put something under it to hold the tractor up, I guess. So anyway, like I say, all this stuff's got to be cleaned up. So that might be what's on the agenda tomorrow. Get those runners out of the way and clean up that mess. Put the trailer somewhere else. I don't know what's up with that wood. I don't know where it came from. So I think that stuff in the trailer I might take home, or I'll see if my sister-in-law wants it. And my saw bench thing that I made, it has to go somewhere. It might just go on top of that pile. Anyway, if I had this cleaned up here, that would give us some more room to do some figuring as to how we're going to set up everything to split and put the split wood somewhere. That's the next thing. And man, there's a lot of wood there. Anyway, that's a good thing. If you didn't have any wood, you'd be annoyed at this time of year. All right, I'm going to stop rambling like I normally do, and we'll see what I can get up to tomorrow. We might have a video on that cleanup there, or a video of the splitting wood, or a video of something maybe.